Oh, good morning, Crack Squad, the sewer of YouTube. I was just reading an article about a guy who was convicted of theft by deception, and what he did was is he told people he had terminal cancer, and solicited donations, and it turned out it wasn't true. And in in my state, it's punishable up to 6 months in jail and a $5,000 fine. In some other states, for example, like Tennessee, it's punishable up to 1 year in jail and a $10,000 fine. But it was pretty interesting little article. Anyway, um, moving along, it blows my mind. You know how many people never stop talking nonsense. It's said once and they just continue to repeat it and repeat it. But I don't know if any of you watched Iked Mel's live stream or even Zanime's. They were both good, really good. Um, just watching how whacked out of his gourd Ryan was at that time and some of the ridiculous stuff he was saying. The way that one of the most eye-opening things, I knew that he fluffed it, but I didn't realize how bad over the Ronnie Jones phone call. To listen to Ryan repeat what he claims Ronnie Jones said, and then listening to what Ronnie Jones actually said is night and day. It's like, Ronnie Jones said ABC, and Ryan claimed he said XYZ and turned it into some big thing and had Crack Squad all worked up. They were making phone calls to people in real life, bothering people in real life, harassing people in real life, and not one word Ryan said that claimed Ronnie Jones said did he say. Ronnie Jones' information was just as simple as it could be. He said that he has two cousins. He lives in that area. He partied there when he was a teenager. And when he was a teenager, it was a party place. He said it wasn't unusual for older guys to come there and try to pick up on high school girls. And I would argue that probably happens in every community across this country, right? It's very normal behavior. People in their early 20s, they've been graduated for 2 years. They're going to go to parties where the high school kids are still. They still, they had high school friends that were juniors when they graduated that are now seniors, so it's not unusual for that to happen. And Ronnie Jones did talk about that a little bit. Hey, I grew up around there. We used to go there. We used to party. We used to get party with high school girls when we were in our early 20s. It did happen all the time. And my two cousins just happened to be at that party. It's a very popular party place in the area. And when they saw Kylie's picture on the news, they did remember seeing her a few times throughout the night, and she appeared to be wasted. That's it. That's all Ronnie Jones said. And you can go back and listen to it. Don't listen to Ryan tell you what he said. Go listen to what he actually said, because that's it. That's what he said. And Ryan claimed his cousins, he was at that party giving drugs to younger girls, and it just went off on some wild tangent that these two girls claimed they saw Kylie getting messed up, and that's not what they said. They just said they did remember seeing her, and she did appear to be drunk, and they saw her a few times periodically throughout the night, because apparently there's like a bonfire area where everybody kind of gathers, and then where you park is over down a little walkway. And so if you're near that walkway, you're going to see people walking back and forth to their car, to the party area, to their car, to the party area, periodically throughout the night. And that is exactly what he described his cousin saw. And I totally believe that to be 100% true. Um, But to listen to what Ryan turned it into, and then the whole thing about Ichabod and Zanime having the same purple LED light, like there's never been a purple LED light on someone's webcam. Oh, just it was crazy. Big eye opener. If you go back, if you're one of these people that came in and you're kind of confused about what's going on, go watch Ichabod's live stream from yesterday, and it'll bring you up to speed about how we got where we're at. And you'll see just how irresponsible this behavior was of, taking, Kylie Ross was a high school girl. And Ryan and 4 of his buddies doxed her on a live stream. They not only doxed her, they doxed where she lived, they doxed her car, her license plate, they doxed her father's place of work, her father's home, and her father's vehicle and license plate. On a live stream. A high school girl that had no association with Kylie Rodney at all. Didn't even live near there. You'll see how we got where we're at and why he's getting sued. You'll understand why he's getting sued. And then, Gotcha Man puts out this video, talking about people need a second chance. I agree. Everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody does. But there's some things you got to do to earn that second chance. Like, first, acknowledge that what you did was wrong. That'd be a good place to start. You watch that live stream of Ichabod's from yesterday, and you sit there and listen to Ryan talk about Kylie like this poor angel, this innocent girl, and just like acting like he was just so concerned about her. But how does he talk about her today? I don't know nothing about that Kylie chick. I'm not getting sued over that Kylie chick. It's just so disrespectful. There's nothing you can say to defend it, Crack Squad. There's just nothing you can say to defend it. The only thing I can say to you, Crack Squad, told you so. What did I tell you guys in the beginning? I was a very loyal, dedicated Upchurch fan. From the beginning, from the very early Vine days. And I said, I am worried to death that this shit's going to get Ryan sued and it's going to damage his brand. Right? Isn't that the case? And what did you dirtbags do? What did you dirtbags do? Come on. You know what you did. You know exactly what you did. And I warned you about that. I said, you guys are going to further damage Ryan's brand, and you're going to end up getting him in trouble acting this way on his behalf. Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you probably ought to stop doing that? So, cry me a river. Yes, he's being sued, and any of you that have an IQ below a 2 that refuse to still believe it, the same way you refuse to believe that was Kylie's car that drove into the water at the same place they found her the minute her cell phone quit pinging. So we have a video showing Kylie make a wrong turn and drive into the water right where she was found the instant her cell phone quit working. You've had an FBI investigation, a state police investigation from Nevada, and a sheriff investigation from Truckee that all agree accidental drowning. And you guys still believe Ryan's version that he didn't have a shred of evidence for. One of the other things that was really eye-opening, okay, was watching Ryan convince Crack Squad that this was a hoax to get GoFundMe money because he couldn't find a 1-year-old police station on a 10-year-old Google Street View photo. You know why he couldn't find a 1-year-old police station on a 10-year-old Google Street View photo? Because it wasn't built yet. And you know what else, Crack Squad? The date that picture he was showing you, the date it was taken is right there in the video. You just look down and you can clearly see it was from 2006. I mean, you guys are simpletons. When you're not making fools of yourselves, you're making fools of Ryan. When you're not being scumbags yourself, you're making Ryan look like a scumbag. You think you help him and you don't. Now you guys can burn up all the internet gigabytes you want, doing your 10-hour live streams, lying to yourselves, convincing yourselves there's no accountability for you or for anybody. But a few of you are going to learn. There's limits to what society will accept, and you guys stepped over it. And now you're going to have to pay for that. So you can make all the live streams you want. You can justify it by lying to people, telling them you got terminal cancer. I don't care. You're going to be held accountable. And so is he. Now, we're going to leave you with another little tidbit of truth. Remember the big lie that Ryan told you guys about why he moved out of his new house? What was the lie? The lie was his dad built it so crappy you couldn't live in it. Right? Wasn't that the lie? When all of us with an IQ above 2 know that Ryan's dad doesn't build houses, he does drywall and paints. It had nothing to do with the construction of that house. And we also know that Deerdorf and Uncle Billy were over there at that house being built every day. We also know that, don't we? But none of that has to do with any reason why he had to move out of there. He had to move out of there because he rage destroyed it. He flew into a wild rage like pill addicts do. Have you ever seen a pill addict fly into a rage? Well, he flew into a rage because he's been abusing Adderall, and he destroyed the entire inside of the house. Not one room, not one wall, not one window, not one appliance, not one cabinet, not one light fixture survived. He completely destroyed the inside of that house. And then went outside and destroyed a couple vehicles. Isn't that just rational behavior for this poor, this humble country guy, man, that's just so down to earth and knows what it's like to get up in the morning and work for a living? Yeah. And you know the saddest part about it, Crack Squad? Is to watch Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun, and Jelly Roll, Morgan Wallen, Chase Matthew, all their careers are just skyrocketing. Absolutely skyrocketing. And where's Ryan's career? In a big, huge wad of negativity that surrounds you and the videos you make. The breathless hours you guys spend slandering people on Ryan's behalf. Just shredding every bit of credibility he has while claiming to be fans. On my worst day, I have been a better fan to Ryan Upchurch than any of you shit stains. So you keep doing what you do, Crack Squad. I want you to totally show your asses between now and October 11th. I want you to be on your nastiest behavior, okay? Because it'll be useful. Have a good day, folks.